Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw, Editorial Director at TigerFitness.com and Muscle and Brawn Nutrition CEO. Guys, in this video I was asked to maybe give a little bit of a bio about myself. I'm new to a lot of people at the Tiger Fitness community, and a lot of you guys are new to my channel. So I thought I'd take some time to reintroduce myself, let you know who I am, where I came from, how I got to where I am today, etc. So this might be a longer video. I ask you guys maybe to hang in and listen. Hopefully my story inspires you wherever you're at to get off your butt and try to do something you love. Guys, before I get into this topic, I want to encourage you to please check out my Q&A link below. Come on over, post your questions in that Q&A link. I answer every question posted. The best questions I turn into a Q&A video every Saturday. Excuse me, I just got done eating. So guys, my bio, my background, I'll give you a little bit of my story. Back in 1986, I went off to college in New Mexico. I was skinny fat. I was always into fitness. I was always into baseball. I was a runner for 14 years. I loved fitness. I loved physical activity, but I was skinny fat. I went off to college in New Mexico New Mexico Tech, which is the New Mexico Institute of Mining and Technology. I was studying astrophysics and mathematics. I also loved computer science, but I went off as a 154-pound guy, 5'10". A lot of you guys think I'm taller than I am, but I'm actually only 5'10". And it was a school dedicated to astrophysics and petroleum engineering. There was about 800 students. It was a private school, and I come from a very poor family, so I had to take out a lot of student loans just to go to this school. But it was 800 students, 90% men, 10% women. Not a lot to do on campus. They had a really nice gym, so I started going to the gym. There was a professor, an English professor, who was a bodybuilder, and he taught me a few things, and I started training. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing at all, but I started doing things like squats, barbell rows, bench press, dips, weighted dips, leg press, all the major compound movements. I just started doing those, and without being told what to do, I tried to progress. I tried to get stronger on the lifts. So I spent 18 months there at New Mexico Tech just trying to progress. The first time I got under the bench press, I put 95 pounds on the bar, and after 3 reps I got pinned. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed about how I couldn't move this weight and getting pinned under this weight that I nearly didn't go back to the weight room. I felt like a joke, like I was too weak, like maybe I shouldn't be in there, but I ended up going back. And anyway, 18 months later, I went from this 154-pound skinny fat kid to a 180-pound, very muscular guy. In fact, people started asking me, was I on steroids? This was an absolute joke. But as you guys know, once you make good gains, people will say, hey, he's probably on steroids. Even back then, people were accusing the big, hairy, ugly dude of being on steroids. But that was far from the case. I just love progression on the big lifts. I came home 18 months later because I liked lifting more than I liked going to class. I got so OCD about lifting that I would not miss a meal, that I would sleep in just to recover so I could go back to the gym. I started missing classes, and in fact, my grades got so bad that I got kicked out of this school. Had to leave, didn't get my degree, and I spent the next 20 years, even though I was lifting, I spent the next 20 years suffering the consequences of being so focused on lifting that I didn't finish school. I was working crappy jobs as a machinist, in healthcare. Now, some of these jobs weren't crappy, but they were very low paying. And, you know, I never lived up to my potential. Back around 97, 11 years later, I was at my strongest. I was still lifting, and I still had a love for the iron. But I got married, and I started to have kids. And, you know, it's very hard to put food on the table when you're making $12, $13, $14 an hour. I was a machinist for about 3-4 years, And back around 2006, 2007, when the economy got bad, I got laid off from my machinist job. I had no idea what I was going to do. I was 40 years old in 2007. I had no idea what I was going to do. I loved computers. I loved web design. I loved the internet. So I had like 6 months of free time. I started getting on lifting forums at that time. I actually got on bodybuilding.com. And I got booted off, or I got harassed, I got neg-repped at bodybuilding.com for recommending squats, of all things. I don't remember the nature of the argument, but a bunch of guys just negged me. And it was at that time where I said, screw it. I'm going to take things into my own hands. And I started a website called muscleandbrawn.com. I didn't really know what I was doing. It was a WordPress type of blog. I started a forum. I started this website, and I just started to write. Now at that time, after about 6 months of starting up this forum at Muscle and Brawn, I started to write for 2 websites. I approached them because I was just trying to make some money to put food on the table. I approached FemaleMuscle.com, which is a female lifting site, and it's also linked to, wait for it, female porn sites, muscle worship, that type of stuff. Now, I wasn't into the muscle worship type of thing. I wasn't writing for the female porn stuff. I was just doing interviews with like some top female bodybuilders and so on and so forth. They were paying me about $1,000 a month. I got hooked up with muscleandstrength.com at the same time. They were paying me about $1,000 a month to write. I would actually get up every day at that time, write 2 articles for muscleandstrength.com, do some content for femalemuscle.com, and I was making $2,000 a month at that time, and I was able to support my family again. It was a meager income, but it was much better than nothing. So I kept at it, and sooner or later muscleandstrength.com hired me on full time, and that was around 2008. From 2008 to 2014, I worked exclusively for muscleandstrength.com. When I started with them, they were just a tiny, tiny little website, not a big store. And I wrote tons and tons of articles, did tons of interviews, tons of transformation stories. I helped build them into a very, very large competitor in the industry. They're nothing compared to bodybuilding.com. Obviously, bodybuilding.com is a monster. But I helped Muscle and Strength build their business with content to become one of the largest, most reputable content sites and information resources on lifting on the internet. But around 2014, I wasn't an employee until 2014, and when I got to muscleandstrength.com, it just didn't feel like a good fit. I'm not going to run them down or whatever. It just wasn't a good fit for me. I'm more of a power builder, and I think it was just time after 6-7 years to make a move. So I contacted tigerfitness.com, and over those 6-7 years I was with muscleandstrength.com, I built a reputation in the industry, not only for my articles, but for my ability to recruit quality writers. I developed a lot of friends in the industry. I have great relationships with a lot of the writers. So when I contacted Tiger Fitness, they brought me on, no questions asked. They didn't have content at that time. Mark Lobliner was very excited to bring me on board, as was the CEO, Chad. And I was excited. I have a chance at Tiger Fitness to take them from no content to see what we can build. And that's what we're trying to do right now at Tiger Fitness. Tiger Fitness is a much better fit for me, a much better fit. Chad, the CEO, is very down to earth. He's a family guy. I know a lot of you guys know Mark Lobliner from his videos, but I know him a lot more on an intimate level, not that kind of BBC intimate level, not sleeping together, gay intimate level. But Mark stayed at my house many times. We've trained many times. And I know you think you know him from YouTube, but Mark is a hard-working guy. And like him or hate him, and I know maybe 10-20% of the fitness YouTube community doesn't like Mark, but you know, Mark is a great guy. Mark works his ass off. He'll do anything for you. That's another reason why I'm at TigerFitness.com, because of Mark Lobliner. Mark goes out of his way to help me. Mark goes out of his way to help me build a brand. So does Chad, and it's just a good fit. We all work hard. And beyond that, we're all interested in a couple things, and that is helping people reach their goals. That is really what I'm about as a writer, as a lifter. I get up every day and I want to help people reach their goals, and those guys give me the vehicle to do so. And when it comes to the product side of things, the supplement side of things, that's kind of a new area for me. But Mark and Chad actually give a huge crap about what they are doing. They take great pride in their products. They don't want to sell junk. The research and development that goes into products is time consuming, but they do it right. They want to help people reach their goals. They want to put out good products that keep consumers coming back. So I respect that, and that's one of the reasons why I moved over to TigerFitness.com. Now, since 2008, I've written over 1,000 articles. I've written a couple books. I have obviously this YouTube channel. It's not the biggest YouTube channel in the world, but I work my butt off to provide good information. For good or for bad, I am who I am, the big, hairy, ugly dude. So that's basically my story. I went from a nobody in 2008. I just started writing about what I enjoy, which is muscle building, which is strength building. Some of you guys see me as a power lifter, but at heart, I'm a fitness fanatic. I just love fitness. I love health. I love helping other people lose weight. I love helping other people build muscle. I love helping other people build strength. And I love just getting up every day. I get a chance every day to get up and do what I love to do, thanks to Tiger Fitness. So I plan on being buried at Tiger Fitness. It's a good fit for me, and I really look forward to helping them build. So you guys want to know my bio, my background? I was just some schmo, some bro, some schmuck lifter who was in love with lifting so much that I flunked out of college. I wanted to recover and plan my meals and lift more than I wanted to finish or go to my classes. But that's how I began my career. That's how I began this story. Excuse me. That's where my story began. But because of lifting, I ended up here, and now I get a chance every day to help folks. The Q&A I have on TigerFitness.com is it has like 20,000 views. I'm constantly trying to help people out and give them the best advice I can. I'm certainly not perfect. At muscleandbrawn.com, it developed into one of the most reputable power building type of sites on the internet. A couple years back, it almost won the powerlifting site of the year, but was beat out by bodybuilding.com. And Muscle and Brawn now has developed into my own supplement line. Mark and Chad are helping me develop my own supplement line. The first product we put out was Huge Gainer, which is a weight gainer. You can find a link below to Huge Gainer. It's not just a weight gainer. It's also has a perfect 3-to-1 carb to protein ratio. So it's a very good post-workout drink for those of you that don't want to shovel Pop-Tarts. So it's not just a gainer. It's also a good post-workout drink. So we put a lot of time into Huge Gainer. It tastes great. Check out the reviews at Tiger Fitness. I believe it has 16 reviews and they're all 5 stars. We've been taking 4 to 5 months to develop my pre-workout. In fact, I just got the 3rd sample today. It wasn't up to par, so we sent it back. We're making formula adjustments. We're trying to make it taste as good as possible. But yes, you guys are like, hey, who's the big, hairy, ugly dude? Why does he have a supplement line? What's muscleandbrawn.com? How did he get to Tiger Fitness? Why is he partnered with Mark Lobliner? Guys, I'm not here to toot my own horn. I'm just a mucker, a grinder. I approach lifting, I approach writing just like I do lifting. I approach content just like I do lifting. I approach relationship building just like I do lifting. I've always taken every writer seriously. I've always taken every individual I've come across seriously. I try to help writers develop as writers and build careers and build brands. I try to help lifters improve. I've coached at many powerlifting meets, from Relentless to numerous UPA meets. I've competed myself as a power lifter. I'm one of the top 10 all-time in super heavyweight, over 40 in my weight class. I've got to on the platform, I've got a 602 squat, 675 pound deadlift, and 382.5 pound bench for a 1,653 pound total. I got to up to 346 pounds as a power lifter, and my total at that time was approaching 1950, but I came down with very bad diabetes. I went to the meet, I bombed out on squats because I was so sick from fatty liver disease. My liver was not processing minerals, and I couldn't move without cramping. So it was at that time, 346 pounds, that I decided to lose weight. Right now I'm about 100 pounds lighter, feel much better. But that was my experience with powerlifting. Over these 30 years that I've been involved with lifting, I've cut many times, I've had the abs, but I've done it all. I've seen it all. I've bulked, I've cut, I've lost huge amounts of weight. So I've been there, done that on just about everything, from running to losing large amounts of weight to building massive amounts of strength. So that's my story. That's how I got to be at tigerfitness.com. I appreciate you guys watching this video. I'm no one special. I'm no superstar. I'm no video superstar like Mark Lobliner, although I secretly wish I was. I just love lifting. I love lifting weights. I love helping people. I appreciate you guys tuning into my channel. I appreciate the support of you guys. I'm far from perfect. I certainly don't have a ripped six-pack, but I'm almost 48 years old, and I'm going to keep lifting heavy-ass weight and trying to help you guys up. So guys, I hope you will check out, I hope if you made this far in my video, you'll check out my books, Massive Iron, which is a base building book, Massive 6, which is a 6-month beginner program that I put together as alternatives to programs like Starting Strength and Strong Lifts, etc., alternative to Wendler's. I hope you'll check out my books, and I hope you'll check out Huge Gainer. If you don't need a gainer, just get it for post-workout. I'd really appreciate the support. But look, I have products. Yes, I do. But I don't have this channel. I didn't have products for 29 years. Those are just a little bit late to the game. And quite honestly, look, I'm just trying to put food on my family. I'm not a rich man. I just love what I'm doing. So I just ask that you consider looking at Muscle and Brawn nutrition products and my books. So that's my story, guys. That's how I got to be at tigerfitness.com. That's how I got to partner with Mark Lobliner and Chad, the CEO at Tiger Fitness. It's a great opportunity. It's a great company, and I'm not just saying that to blow smoke out of your ass. All the people there I work with are great. They love lifting. They care about your needs. They care about your goals. It's a perfect fit for me, and I hope to get buried at this company, literally. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, hit up my Q&A link below. Answer every question posted. If you've made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. If you want to connect with me on social, all those links are below. Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, Tumblr, all that kind of stuff. Connect with me, please. I check Instagram every day. I look at what you guys are doing. I like to connect. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. I am the big, hairy, ugly dude, kids. The big, hairy, exceptionally hairy, ugly dude. Have a great day, guys.